Hey everyone, I'm Tsunani. Welcome to my new video. This video is a sketchbook tour. I finally filled this one and I loved it a lot. I was very precious with this one because it's an Etchr sketchbook with cut and paper in hot pressed, and these are not cheap, so I only worked with watercolors in it because it's a watercolor sketchbook and I didn't want to use it for sketches, for rough sketches and stuff like this. It took a while to fill it. As you can see, I started it in January 24 and I finished it in August 25, end of August. I think it was the last day of August when I finished it. On the same time, I started two other sketchbooks, these two, and this one I filled up last year. There's a sketchbook tour of this as well. I mainly used this one in this time. This is the Artcreation from Royal Talens, and I love these sketchbooks a lot. And this one is the Stillman and Burn. It has wonderful mixed media paper, very smooth, but I don't get warm with it, I don't know. So I also started it in January 24 and yeah, I don't know when this one will be finished. We will see. Okay, but I finally finished this one. And I have to say about the sketchbook that I really like every single spread in the sketchbook. There are a few I like more, and mostly I worked for videos, for YouTube videos in the sketchbook. So let's start. This page is this strange glued spread. I haven't filled this. I only wanted to collect things in here, but the only things which are in here are a little drawing from my son and the little collection of ideas what the bird could say, and this is the bird. And I picked the Hello 2024 because we started this year in the sketchbook with this video where I tested the Daniel Smith Jean Haynes master set of watercolors. And I have to say, these colors are so well picked. I love all of them. And I mean, look at these colors. It's a wonderful set. And I painted these both pieces with watercolors. I think for this one I used Opera Pink, Quinocodon Magenta, I think is this one, and Azo Yellow, and in the shadows I think I used Moonglow in the shadows, and also with colored pencils on top. I mostly work with colored pencils on top to render my artwork with all the details and stuff, and yeah, I really like this one. And then this one was, I don't know, perhaps I forgot the name of this one. It's also a very nice granulating one for the background, and a few of the greens. The undersea green is this one, undersea green, and yeah, the yellow again, yeah. And this speech bubble was empty and I had no idea what I could write, and you gave me a few ideas, and yeah, this was the first spread, and you can watch this video also on my channel. Perhaps I should make a playlist or link you all the videos from the sketchbook, because almost every page, almost every spread in the sketchbook is a video. Like this one, I did this draw it in your style thing, and this is a video perhaps about how to find your own style. I don't know exactly what it was, and I picked a palette I love from Schminke with two of my favorite colors from Schminke, the Quin Red Light and the Prussian Green, also the Indigo and the Lemon Yellow, and this green I mixed out of the two colors. And so cute Dragon Girl from Geeks Knee 24. Yeah, and it was in the beginning of the year of the dragon. Yes, that's why it wears a dragon costume. And these are my results for this challenge. I don't like this so much because of the proportions, but I like the hoodie a lot. I would wear this hoodie, and I also would wear this hoodie. This was my interpretation from this cute illustration here. And I worked with watercolors and also on top with colored pencils again. And here I reviewed, also a video, I reviewed the Schminke Naturals. I really like this artwork, it's so cute. The faces, I really like it. And here, this was a set of watercolors from the Naturals. And I tried a few mixes with them, and I also got 2 individual colors on top and made the mixes and tried out. But I don't know, I like the paints, but not so much as my other ones. I think for very delicate and flowers and little patterns and nature, perhaps for nature sketching, I think these colors would be great, these paints, but not for bigger areas and stuff like this. I tried them also on cold press paper because I thought perhaps it's because of the hot press paper that they don't have a smooth coverage of on the paper like this one. This is the only one which I loved a lot. I have to use it again, the Style de Grain. I don't know how to pronounce this. And it worked a lot better on cold press paper. But you can watch the video as well, the whole review video. And here I tested the first time liquid watercolors, and I had to compare the Schminke Aqua Drops and the Talens Ecoline, and it was very nice to work with them, and I enjoyed the Ecolines a lot. Sadly, they are not really light fast compared to the Schminke Aqua Drops because they are pigment based and they are dye based. I like the Ecolines, I like the smooth inky flair of them, and you can make glazes so good. I tested them here. I made a whole blue glaze, very thin one, on top of this maroony color, and it worked so nice and it's so good. I like this one most. This is not my most favorite spread of this sketchbook, but I like it. It's a cute one. And I also went on top with colored pencils here, and here I used my glass dip pen with the Aqua Drop for the outlines. And here I got my Mijello Mission Titanium Glass Gouache, which are something in between watercolor and gouache. I think they are beautiful, wonderful paints, and I like to work with them. Beautiful colors, but now I think I would love to have more muted colors, more naturey colors like the olive green or raw umber. A bit more muted colors would be nice. They are so vibrant, but you can mix them. It's no problem. I really like to use them, and this is my artwork which came to life on this day. I haven't used colored pencils on top. This is only gouache, and it's wonderful. I love this illustration. I made a little print out of it. And this one was this is a crazy one. I had new Rembrandt paints and I really like them. I enjoy them. They are good quality and everything. And I got also these new colors, the dusk pink and the dusk green in tubes, and it was such a pain to make them work. The first time I swatched the green, it was this color, and I had a hard time to make them work as I wanted them to be. So, and I like the artwork. I really like the artwork a lot. I think this is beautiful, and I'm really happy about this spread in the end. And I also worked with colored pencils on top for the details. Oh, this was a very nice painting day. I enjoyed it a lot to paint this. I painted it with the Kuretake Art Nouveau Set, and it was a pure joy. what can I say? I asked my patrons what to paint, and they suggested a forest lady with a moon, under a moon, and I thought this is a great idea, and this is what the result was. And I really like it. All this mossy, nice greens and the little mushrooms and the little spirits. Yeah. Here I tested a set of Lightwish watercolors, and I liked it a lot to work with them. I enjoyed the Lightwish watercolors a lot. I remember I rarely used them after this spread because I have a lot of watercolors. But I remember they worked really good, and I enjoyed working on this spread a lot, especially this one. This year was a kind of meditation with all the little, I don't know what these are, mushrooms or stuff. And then I worked really freely on this page and was in my flow. It was really, really cool to work on this spread. And on top, again, I used colored pencils. This is also a review video on my channel. Yeah, 1 year ago, this one came to life. This is my Inktober list from last year. Perhaps I will do another list for this year, but I really don't know if I can make this. I feel like I never have enough time to do anything, so perhaps I can do this. A few of you asked me for this list, and last year more than I thought of you joined this Inktober. It was so awesome to see all your wonderful paintings and artworks, and oh, I was so happy about it. Thank you so much for joining me last year. If you watch this right now, perhaps I will do another list for this year, but I really don't know yet. And I also don't know yet if I'm joining Inktober in general, because there's a lot of stuff going on here in my life right now. And this one, the page was so empty, so I had to paint something on this page as well. And as you can see here are again my favorite Quin Red Light and Prussian Green from Schminke and Indigo. Here lemon yellow. Nice page, nice spread. And this one is probably my most favorite one in this whole sketchbook. I love this artwork so much. The feeling I had when I painted it and everything, the whole thing. I enjoyed it so much. Roman Schmoll watercolors, and I rendered this piece with colored pencils in the end. I should make a print out of it or a postcard. I don't know. I really like it. And you don't have to be perfect to be loved. Always remember. This is also a video, like the most pages in here. This is no video. This I painted for myself, and I really love this spread. This is a self-portrait, and it's a very good one. I guess I look like this, and I'm a bit proud of this one. And it was so nice and flowy to work on the mushrooms. And I love the color combination. I always love these colors together, like a bright green and a pink and a very cold turquoisey blue. I enjoyed this one a lot, and also one of my favorites in this sketchbook. This one was also a video, and first I didn't like the spread, but now I really like it. It's different from the sketch and the picture I had in my head from what I wanted to paint, and then suddenly everything got more colorful that I planned before, and then I was, it's too colorful, I wanted it more muted. But I really enjoyed making these 2 pages. I think it's really cute. Oh, this is a special one. I made a video about creativity and ADHD, and I really like the artwork. I'm painting this artwork in the video while I'm talking about why persons with a neurodivergence are mostly very creative persons. There are a lot of facts in this video while I'm painting this, and I really like this artwork. I got my ADHD diagnosis last year, and yeah, and I thought about this whole thing so much that I wanted to share this with you. Yeah, I really like the artwork, as I said before. It's a good one. Here I used the Rosa Gallery watercolors. I had a few new colors, like the azure blue, which I think is really beautiful. And yeah, I painted the spread also in a video, and I think it's a cute spread. Yeah. This is a special one. I made a video for you, a step-by-step tutorial to paint depth with watercolors. I also made the line work for this, that you can download it on my Patreon. This download is for everyone. You can watch the video while you have the picture. You can print it out, the line works, and use it as a coloring page on watercolor paper. You can print it out on watercolor paper and follow me along this step-by-step tutorial. I like the artwork, and yeah, this one is also cute, and I really like my color palette I chose for this video. Mijello, Gamboge, Opera Pink, Quin Permanent Magenta, and Mijello Blue. Mijello Blue is such a nice blue. It's more the violet-y blue. Love it a lot. Oh, this one is a swatching page. If you follow me for a while, you know I wanted to curate my own favorites palette, and I did this, and I swatched all my PV19s and PR122s and other Quin Reds. Here the PR207, the more peachier Quin Reds, and I wanted to decide which one I include on my palette. Also the indigos, I have a lot of indigos, and which one I like most. Also the green golds, yeah. So I swatched them. I think I swatched them in a video, but I can't remember exactly. But this one was a video. It was in April this year, and I wanted to paint spring flowers, and I also had a little spring challenge, the spring flush challenge with my patrons, and I painted these 2 flowers with watercolors. Oh yeah, I had the lavender from Daniel Smith, new and tested it, and what I can say, the lavender is a really useful color. I put it in my favorites palette to use it more because I want to experiment more with this color, and I used it a lot in landscapes. It's a very useful color, yeah, and I really like the spread. It's really cute. And I accidentally wrote the word wrong. It's primrose, not prime rose. But sometimes it happens to me because I'm not a native English speaker. So, well. And this spread, I think this is the spread I like less in the whole sketchbook. It's not a bad one. I don't hate it. I think these flowers are really cute, and I like the robin. This is the European robin, and I think this is the American robin. Please correct me if I say something wrong. I wanted to have both on my spread here because I wanted to paint a robin. Yeah. Yeah. Flop. And here I reviewed the new Roman Schmoll Urban Sketches palette, the mini palettes Roman Schmoll recently released, and I have to say I love the color choice in this mini palette. I'm really happy with it, and I like the little palette to use it. And yeah, and here is the artwork I created with it, and I also like it, and it was also a video, and yeah, I enjoyed the spread and I enjoyed the palette. So and here I wanted to show you one of my most favorite limited palettes. You have seen these both colors a few times in my sketchbook. Why I'm so dirty? Because I'm always make this and go over my paintings, and this makes me dirty. So here I also used my Quin Red Light, my Prussian Green, and my Transparent Green Gold, which are my favorites from Schminke. I really love them. Normally I use something like indigo or the dark blue or any kind of shadow color to these three, and this time I made Mars Black because Mars Black make wonderful mixes with other colors. Perhaps this is also a video idea for the future, mixing with Mars Black. And then I made this mixing square here. Here are my colors: the green gold, the Quin red, the Prussian green, and the Mars Black, and mixed the colors which are possible. I think there are a lot more possible, and this depends how much water you use, how much from the pigments you put in your mixes. And then I made this painting out of these colors. I like this spread, and it was good to do it. And here I was in summer vacation in Würzburg. This is a city in South Germany, and I painted the landscapes I saw there and the plants, and it was very naturey and wonderful there. And yeah, and I kind of travel journaled a bit what I saw there. It was so much fun, and I used, for the first time, I used my personal favorites palette there. And yeah, also this one, I went to a little town, is named Klingenberg. Klingenberg am Main. Klingenberg is my name, is my last name, and I wanted to visit it. And it was a very nice town, little town with these cute frame houses, and it was very cozy and very nice and very, yeah, I loved it a lot in this region. And there should have been another spread with vacation things, but I haven't done this, and I skipped this, and this is okay. And then back again from my summer break. I made 1 month summer break, and as I came back, I painted this spread together with you as the first video. Perhaps you've seen it. It was a very fun one. I liked a lot to paint this, and I painted this also with my favorites palette. I wanted to paint something else like naturey stuff and landscapes. I wanted to go more fantasy to see what I have to change in this palette, and I have to change a few things. And this page, this is the strange glued page here, and I painted it one day in my studio. It was a very cozy day, and I painted this one, and I really love it. I like this flare. I like to paint things like this, and it was my mood on this day, and I really like this spread. I painted it with watercolors. I think also with my favorites palette. And this was it. This was the sketchbook. This means bye, tschüss, to be continued. I don't know, perhaps next video I will start a new sketchbook with you together. I have no idea yet which one. We will see. This was it. I hope you liked it. I'm very proud of the sketchbook, I have to say. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the sketchbook tour. Please don't forget to leave a like and subscribe if you haven't already. Perhaps you want to click on the little bell so you won't miss new videos and posts and stuff. And also a big thank you to my wonderful patrons. You are the best. Thank you so much for your support. Then have an awesome week, my friends. See you next time. Yours, Xunani.